Creek, we work to preserve the best of the oldest for future gardeners. We also offer affordable seed collections for long-term storage. Go to www.rareseeds.com and get your seeds from America's pure seed source. That's rareseeds.com.
In the New World Order's war against humanity, Barack Obama is the tip of the spear.
We've got to have a civilian national security force that's just as powerful, just as strong, just as well-funded.
The Obama deception completely destroys the myth that Obama is working for the best interest of the American people.
Well, Obama's already fudging. He's fudged since day one in this election.
If you have a demagogue with a fanatical mass movement of personality cultists who is imposing the program of a group of extreme bankers and finance oligarchs, that's fascism.
It's not about left or right. It's about a one-world government. This film documents who Obama works for, the lies he has told, and his real agenda. Get your copy of The Obama Deception today at Infowars.com or download it in super high quality at PrisonPlanet.tv. The Obama Deception. The people strike back.
Are you wondering about your retirement portfolio? Are you confident that the financial advisor is experienced enough to combat climbing interest rates, taxes, and inflation? Stop guessing and go to the expert, Robert Chapman of the International Forecaster. When you subscribe to the International Forecaster, you get Robert Chapman's 45 years of experience and concise investment recommendations. Who needs sugar-coated excuses when you can get the cold hard facts and proven investment leads you can't get anywhere else? For a free introductory copy to Robert Chapman's International Forecaster, subscribe now at theInternationalForecaster.com or call 877-479-8178. Experience the difference. When you subscribe, you can email Robert Chapman directly to obtain investment advice tailored just for you. Don't wait another minute. Subscribe today at theInternationalForecaster.com or call 877-479-8178. That's 877-479-8178.
Alex Jones here with a question. What does humidity mean to you? Most people think of hot and sticky summer days, but many people are beginning to realize that humidity can be a valuable source of pure drinking water. That's why I'd like you to visit AcolaBlue.com. Acola Blue is a state-of-the-art atmospheric water generator, producing purified drinking water from the humidity in the air using reverse osmosis and a 5-stage carbon and UV light filtration system, which produces great-tasting water at an unbeatable price. Finally, drinking water that you control. I use one every day. Say goodbye to expensive water delivery services and storing 5-gallon bottles of water in your home. The Acola Blue 28 is shipped right to your home, ready to make close to 7 gallons a day, right out of the box. They have a 30-day money-back guarantee.
Call Acola Blue right now at 1-800-691-6043. That's 1-800-691-6043. Or visit Acola Blue at ECOLOBLUE.com today.
We're going to go live at PrisonPlanet.tv in T-minus 8 minutes. I'm going to start the next segment. We're going to get to Leo, Stephen, Bob, and others, but going back to DJ, Tennessee, former CPS worker. You know, Mike Nelson and Derek Einkoff, who work in this office, couldn't do paramedic stuff anymore, and one of them worked in Hayes County and used to go. That was part of it. When they'd pull an ambulance up, when they would send CPS in to grab somebody's kids at night, when they would try to catch them at 2 a.m. to fluster them, when they'd have them sign orders to waive their kids' rights to take them. But Mike told stories about going to a call with drug addicts with a big pile of cocaine on the table, and a 2-year-old had eaten it and died, and that was when he finally quit, couldn't do it anymore. And, you know, parents that would stick their kids in boiling hot water. They're psycho-criminal parents. And they use that on the news and say, oh, God, you know, we got to have all these CPS workers then out spying and having secret police. But then you have all these foster care houses and these big facilities where they're 5 times more likely, that's the Justice Department's own numbers, to abuse children. And so there's no oversight. Pedophiles get into this job position, and people that just want money. And it's a race to the bottom. There's no due process, so there's tyranny. I mean, if somebody's beating their kid with a tire iron, that's assault with a deadly weapon. They go to prison. We got the laws. So the evils are much greater always in the name of government good. And that's what we found. So I'm not saying there aren't terrible parents out there, and society's degenerating. You know, I mean, my dad's a physician. He's seen plenty of horrible stuff parents do. Plenty of kids coming in where the parents have knocked their teeth out. But the issue is, it needs to be done to the criminal justice system, not in these phony family court systems set up in the 20s for eugenics. Anything else you can add, DJ, to what we're dealing with?
Well, to what you just said, you're absolutely correct. There are parents out there that do horrible things to their children. And I'd say out of the thousands of cases that I saw, there are probably only, 5% of them were valid, where children should have been taken out of their homes. But then I must add to that, many times they're taken out of their homes and they're put into abusive foster care systems or with relatives who created the abuse problem in the first place. I've seen children go from one abusive family member to another, and there is no oversight. I worked for the foster care division for a small, short period of time and was amazed by the homes that they were putting them into, and they weren't checking.
Like I said, I was a carpet cleaner for one summer, and I guess went to 5 or 6, I forget, CPS, the foster homes, and these were mills. These children were kept in like slave positions just to get the money.
Absolutely, yeah. I've seen, kids like pretty much kept in like little fenced-in bedrooms, and they were made to stay there all day without going out to play, without having any social interaction.
That's exactly what I saw. It's like a recipe. This is how they do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. And like you said, the court system is just as corrupt. The parents aren't given a voice. If they're even given a lawyer, it's somebody who, doesn't even speak up in court, and they make it impossible. The process to regain custody once your children are in foster care is nearly impossible to overcome.
And that's why all the lawyers that I talk to now said we do the right thing, saying avoid them, stay away from them, because they're telling her, wait till you hear the story. It's coming up. This was unbelievably sneaky, unbelievably evil. And I said, when she was pulling up to her house, actually I told them don't go to the house, go to the gas station just to see if they were with a cop. And sure enough, they were there with the cops. And just unbelievable. I mean, and literally, this is a tiny scar, a bruise, the size of a quarter on her thigh from walking into a table. And then she's got little bruises, tiny ones on her knees from gymnastics. I mean, my kids are covered with bruises from playing outside. Who isn't? When I was a kid, I had cuts and scratches, but now they take your kids. And to hear how they milled them in at this Buda Elementary, they brought every kid in and said, Mommy's rude to you, huh? Tell me about your mommy. I mean, these people are just, oh, God, I don't even want to say what I think of them. Did they do that in Tennessee where you were at, a couple times during the year, bring all the kids through the counselor as a spy?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, we've got more referrals from counselors who are untrained in questioning a child about abuse. I mean, they use leading questions, and children just don't respond to that sort of thing correctly. If they say, does Mommy hit you, they're going to say yes, and then they go from there instead of, asking in a more appropriate manner, and so it goes from there.
Well, I talked to this little girl for 2 hours yesterday to get the truth, and acting like I wanted her to say it. And then basically the cops came and said, you're going to get in trouble if you don't say she did it. And
wow.
Unbelievable. Oh, yeah, they had to get a guy in a uniform. And then they took pictures of her and put it in a laptop. They made her take her pants off. She said, I don't want to. And they said, you're going to get in trouble if you don't. So they forced her to do it because they didn't want to be the ones pulling her pants off. But it's the same thing with a child. That's with sexual abuse, It's a child. You tell the child to do it, and they do it. You still don't get off. Stay right there. I want to finish up with you.
We're on the march. The Empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
What can you do to keep you and your family safe from the resistant new strains of deadly bacteria and viruses? Check out supernaturalsilver.com today, or visit the link on Infowars.com to find out more about this incredible new silver compound. The new silver solution is a natural antibiotic that is clinically tested to kill viruses, germs, bacteria, and yeast safely. This new technology has proven itself to be a formidable weapon against bio-threats of today and tomorrow. The new silver solution gel has been shown to disinfect topically and keep the area sanitized for up to 4 hours. The new silver solution is a highly effective, potent nanoparticle solution that is lethal to bacteria, yeast, and viruses. Go to supernaturalsilver.com and see the amazing line of products they have available. Check out the patented New Silver Solution today. Click on the link and check out the uses for New Silver Solution. Order this extra line of defense today.